Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 65 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Kumbhakarna approached Ravana and gave him some few good words of wisdom as it was given in the past by Vibhishana. However, they were not liked by Ravana. Now, seeing Ravana getting angry, Kumbhakarna tried to pacify him and told him that he will set right everything wrong that has been done so far. With his valor, he will going to kill Rama and his entire army of Vanara. In the meantime, Mahodara tried to take a chance and tried to convince Kumbhakarna, saying that going alone without weapons may not be good because of the valor of Rama. And then he tried to give a wicked plan to Ravana, saying that even if we are not able to win over Rama, please spread a rumor within Lanka saying that Rama is being devoured, killed and devoured by the Titans. And on hearing that Sita will fall for you, of course, Sita is not such an easy woman who falls for such a small prey, and she herself is using Sarama to spy over Ravana. Replying to Mahodara's reproaches, Kumbhakarna said to his brother Ravana, the king of Titans, forsooth, I shall dispel the immediate peril this day by slaying that wretch Rama. Freed from your adversary, be happy. Heroes do not thunder in vain like clouds bereft of rain. Do yourself mark how my threats find fulfillment in your exploits. Warriors do not need to boast and accomplish the most difficult of fear without bluster. Cowardly monarchs, devoid of intelligence, who plume themselves on being wise, will ever find any speech acceptable, O Mahodara. So he is addressing it to Mahodara. All you effeminate creatures, agreeable talkers who flatter the king, have always ruined any martial enterprise. Nothing is left in Lanka save its sovereign. Its wealth is exhausted, its army destroyed, and that monarch is beset by enemies in the guise of friends. I shall go out and fight, determined to triumph over the enemy, and in this wise redeem your calamitous policy in this great struggle. Hearing these words of the intelligent Kumbhakarna, the king of the Titans answered, laughing, in sooth, Rama has terrorized Mahodara. Assuredly, he does not relish battle. Mahodara is hesitating to go into the battle. O dear friend, O sagacious warrior, I have none equal to you in devotion and prowess. Go slay my adversary, O Kumbhakarna, and speed you towards victory. You are sleeping, and it was for my enemy's destruction that I had been weakened. This hour is of extreme significance to the Titans. O vanquisher of your enemies, go arm yourself. Let those two princes, the equals of Aditya in splendor, be your posture. Beholding you, the monkeys will take to flight, and the hearts of Rama and Lakshmana will cease to beat. Having spoken thus to the exceedingly powerful Kumbhakarna, the illustrious lion of the Titans felt he had received new life. Aware of Kumbhakarna's prowess and knowing his valor, the king expanded his with joy like unto the immaculate moon. Hearing his words, which filled him with delight, the warrior went away and, having listened to the king's speech, prepared for battle. Then the scourge of his enemies vigorously brandished his iron spear, decorated with fine gold that shone brightly and was as renowned as Indra's thunderbolt and equally heavy. The scourge of the Devas, Danavas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, and Pannagas wreathed in garlands festooned with crimson flowers, emitting flames. That great spear, stained with the blood of his enemies, was taken up by illustrious Kumbhakarna, who addressed Ravana, saying, I shall set out alone. Let your powerful army remain here. Today, in my hunger and fury, I shall devour the monkeys. At these words of Kumbhakarna, Ravana answered, Do yourself go out, accompanied by troops furnished with picks and hammers. Those monkeys are brave and exceedingly energetic. He who is rash enough to meet them alone will be torn to pieces by their teeth. Yet, though they are extremely difficult to overcome, surround yourself with warriors and setting out utterly destroy that enemy host so fatal to the Titans. Thereafter, descending from the throne, the mighty Ravana placed a diadem interior of which was encrusted with pearls on Kumbhakarna's brow, and decked out that hero with bracelets, rings, precious gems, and a necklace as bright as the moon, covering his limbs with celestial and fragrant garlands, and setting earrings in his ears, with the bracelets, anklets, and golden coins with which he was adorned. A large-eyed Kumbhakarna shone like the sacrificial fire. Resplendent with his great dark blue girdle, he resembled the Mandara mountain encircled by the snake at the time of the churning of the water of immortality, clad in golden armor that no arrow could penetrate, which in its natural brilliance seemed to project flames. He was rendered as radiant as the king of the mountains, encircled by evening clouds. His entire body was covered with ornaments of every kind, and spear in hand, the Titan called to mind Narayana when in his might he took three strides, that is in the Vamanavatara. Thereafter, that warrior embraced his brother and paid obeisance to him by circumambulating him in the traditional manner and inclining his head to him, set out to the sound of conches and gongs. Then Ravana, dismissing him with good wishes, caused an escort of well equipped soldiers to accompany him with elephants, horses, and chariots, emitting a sound like thunder clouds. Valiant fighters accompanied that prince of warriors mounted on serpents, buffaloes, donkeys, lions, elephants, antelopes, and birds. It was under a prodigious shower of blossom, a parasol over him, pouring a pointed spear in his hand, full of daring, with the enemy of Devas and Danavas, intoxicated with the smell of blood, set forth and innumerable Titans followed him on foot, full of energy and prowess, fierce of aspect, bearing weapons in their hands, their eyes red, and their ranks measured many leagues in extent, and they resembled heaps of antimony and brandished maces, swords, sharp axes, javelins, bars, ramrods, hammers, great sala trees, and were furnished with nets. Meanwhile, Kumbhakarna, assuming another terrible and ferocious form, advanced impetuously, measuring 100 bows in breadth and 600 in height, formidable, full of power and energy, with eyes like unto chariot wheels, and having assembled the Titans, that Colossus with his large mouth, who looked like flaming crag, said with mocking laugh, Today the foremost of the monkey divisions will be consumed by me in my wrath, one after the other, like moths in a flame. Let those inhabitants of the world have never given offense, and their race adorns the gardens of our dwellings. Cause of the city being besieged is Raghava. and Lakshmana who accompanies him. He being slain, all will be slain. I shall therefore destroy him in fight. At these words of Kumbhakarna, the Titans emitted a great shout that seemed to agitate the ocean. Then the crafty Kumbhakarna went forth, and sinister portents appeared on every side. Dark and fearful clouds, accompanied by meteors, were seen, and the earth, the sea, and the forest trembled. Jackals of ferocious aspect, with flames darting from their mouths, began to howl, and birds wheeled from left to right. A vulture alighted on the Titan's spear as he advanced, and his left eye and arm twitched. A flaming meteor fell with a terrible crash. The sun lost its brilliance, and no favorable wind blew. Without heeding these threatening portents, causing the hair to stand on end, Kumbhakarna set out, urged on by the force of destiny. Having crossed the ramparts, the giant, equal to a mountain, beheld the vast army of the monkeys resembling a cloud, and seeing that most powerful of the titans, as high as mountains, those monkeys fled in all directions like clouds driven before the wind. At the sight of that tremendous host of monkeys scattering to the four quarters like a mass of cloud melting away, Kumbhakarna joyfully redoubled his shouts, resembling thunder, hearing those terrible shouts like unto the roar of clouds in the sky. Countless pravagas fell to the earth like great sala trees whose roots have been severed, and as Kumbhakarna hurled himself on the enemy with his huge mace in order to destroy him, he filled the ranks of the monkeys with extreme fear, as does the Lord of Death, accompanied by his minions at the end of the world period. Thus come to the end, chapter 65 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.